So you recognized you needed to make some changes in your life and your physical and your emotional health. You accepted it. You started looking at some of the videos that I have with some of the exercises we got from the book, Louise Hay, You Can Heal Your Life. We are willing. We made some willingness. We started the process. We started creating the new. Now what? So my name is Nicole, and I help women with digestive diseases and disorders by adding holistic routines to add to their current wellness routine. Today, we are going to, like I said, get further into the book by Louise Hay, You Can Heal Your Life. And in this chapter, she specifically talks about the daily work that it takes with the things that you're learning and implementing that into your life, making it a process, making it part of your routine, just like brushing your teeth. The important part in this is remembering not to criticize yourself, because that is one of the habits that we were already trying to break. So it's not about, oh my gosh, I missed a day, or oh my gosh, I'm hearing myself tell myself that I'm no good or that I can't even stick to a routine. As part of the process is learning that you're gonna slip up and you're gonna have days that you don't feel good and you don't feel like doing anything. That's just normal. I am gonna give you 9 ways to reinforce your new way of thinking. 1, expressing gratitude. Being grateful for what you have allows more in. When you focus on what you don't have, you're thinking in lack mentality and you can't attract the goodness back into your life. I have a list. It's a list of 50 things I'm grateful for. And I read that almost daily. So I super encourage you to make a list of those 50 things that you are grateful for and keep it somewhere so that you remember to read it daily, morning or night or both, preferably, but referring back to that is really helpful. 2, the affirmations. We went through a lot of affirmations in this book, but that's something that is also daily. It's not just the one and you're done. These things have to be reprogrammed back into your brain. We have to start thinking, we were programmed, we went into this before with the book, you should do this, and society thinks, and your parents told you, and your church and your organizations all told you should do these things. But what do you want to do? Make it a choice for yourself. I also make a list of these, and I keep the important affirmations for myself that I need to reassure myself of. I put on a list and I read them daily. Meditation. We've talked about that before. I talk about that in my other videos. Meditation or prayer, some sort of silencing your mind. You can do guided meditations. You can do listening to high frequency music and walking in nature. There's many ways meditation can be implemented into your life. 4, exercise is so important, and it does not have to be physically strenuous so that you're sweating. It doesn't have to be that. It can be a walk in nature. It can be getting up out of what your normal is. If your normal is laying in bed or laying in front of the couch all day, it's getting up more. No, not just to go to the refrigerator or to the bathroom. It's to get up and move more. Even if it's just in your house, walking up and down the stairs, something to get you up and moving. Good nutrition. Obviously, another important, Louise Hay references these things in her book. And good nutrition is a huge part of it. That takes some time. It takes time to get into that. But if you can start replacing one bad meal a week with one healthy meal, that is the start. You are starting to rewire your brain to thinking that this is okay. I know for me, I've tried many diets in the past, but ultimately, when I got stronger mentally and emotionally and physically, I started eating better. That I don't rationalize, oh, this is somewhat healthy. No, it's not healthy. So I'm just not going to eat it because now I know. So just being a little more mindful of what you eat and what you put into your body. Another thing Louise Hay mentions is singing affirmations. So I don't do this. This is maybe something you could look up and look into yourself. I do know there is something I listen to called Ho'oponopono, and that is it's a Hawaiian traditional song, and basically it's about forgiving people and forgiving yourself. I've been in situations and I will sing that song. I'll find a YouTube video on it, and I do a singing. It kind of is like a singing affirmation, actually, now that I think about it. But I'll sing to that song and envision the person in my mind that I'm having conflict with, and usually that will help. I can actually see where it really does help, where I haven't done it in the recent times, and looking back on the times that I have done it, just how much it actually worked. It's pretty amazing. I'll link that too, because Ho'oponopono is very powerful. In 7, Louise Hay talks about relaxation exercises. I don't have specifics for you, but in my mind, relaxation exercises to me is, either just meditation is a relaxation technique that I use. Visualizations are techniques, exercises that I use for relaxation. There are, just maybe, putting headphones on and listening to something calming or something that you like, or just closing your eyes for moments, 5 minutes, and just laying on your bed flat. That's something that I like to do. And it is a form of meditation, like I said. And then she does talk about visualization. I have such a hard time saying visualization. I don't know what it is. Anyways, visualization techniques, there are plenty on YouTube. My friend actually has an app, and I'll link that below as well. And she has a lot of meditations and a lot of visualizations. If you get in early right now, it's only $5.99 a month, I think, and it is going to go up once more stuff is added. They have great energy. I wholeheartedly believe in their app that they're creating. And then 9, reading or studying. I recently read somewhere that reading, I want to say they said 30 pages a day, but maybe it's not quite that much. I definitely don't. But I've just got started back into reading again. When I was living in my van, I did read a lot because that's all I kind of had to do at times when I wasn't working. But I've tried to get back into it by reading things that I really like. So obviously this book, You Can Heal Your Life, but then also I'm reading a book on Sedona, The Call of Sedona, just because it brings me back to, it's a visualization, there you go, because I'm visualizing myself there by the way the author describes the book, and it's pretty cool. You can make the choice, if you'd like, to make these part of your daily routine, just like brushing your teeth. These are habits that improve our health, a different kind of health, our emotional health, and our physical health. I keep a board, and I keep actually, I'll show you. Hold on. What I do is I keep this board, and it's going to be backwards so you can't really see it. But here I have my morning routine written down, like, okay, this is what I need to set my intentions. I thank my higher power. I express gratitude. I read the highlighted notes from my journal, which is here. And this is a list of, this contains my thankful list, my 50 things I'm thankful for. Actually, there's far more than that. There's way more. There's the 50 things I want to experience. There's all sorts of notes in here from things that I've been doing over the last, 6 months. That's sent me on a higher spiritual journey. And then I have incantations. Tony Robbins speaks about incantations. I list a couple that I read to myself, or that I say to myself daily. And then I have some of the affirmations here that I also like to, this is just like a reminder, because for me, I'll forget if I don't have a list of what I need to do or reminders, then I'm not going to do it. I'm a list person. And then my daily reminders. So yeah, that's what I do. When you start to fade, just notice it, realize it, and then go back and repeat it. We're human, we forget. We get out of touch with our routine sometimes. Sometimes, you know, it's just like going to the gym. You know, we start this routine, we go at it, and then we start to fade. Like dieting, same thing. We start to fade out, and just, it's about picking it back up. After you do something so many times, even when you fade out of it, it's so much easier to pick it back up again. Start demonstrating what you've been learning by practicing these things daily. You are going to start to see a change, other people will start to see a change, and ultimately you're going to feel so much better. Thanks for listening. Please subscribe and watch the other videos if you have some time to go back and if this is the first one you're seeing.